Jesse. Hope y'all are doing great today. It's a Monday morning and I am on my normal morning walk. It's a little dark, so I'm not going to walk as fast as I normally do until the sun comes up a little more, but for now it's good. Obviously, Monday I wanted to make this live, something about motivation, discipline. I call it Motivational Monday, but in all honesty, probably better. I don't like the name very much because motivation is great, but it's not like the best thing that you can depend on to get stuff done. Motivation is like inspiration, I guess. Motivation is something that can inspire you to do good. Motivation can inspire you to make the changes that you need to make in your life. And it's a good starting point. However, it's not something that will keep you going. It's not something that will keep you going long term. It's not a good long-term strategy for changing your life or getting things done. Good morning. It's not really something long-term because it doesn't last. It's great when people are motivated to do things like lose weight, or they're motivated to try to do one of their long-term dreams or goals or something. That's great and all, but that motivation does die out. It does not last forever. That motivation will eventually leave. So that's why I think, hello. That's why I say discipline is much more important than motivation. Discipline is, yes, I see. I think I want to go there. Isn't that where Constantinople? Well, yeah, it's not Constantinople anymore. Istanbul. I think that's where Istanbul is. Hold on, there's a dog. Jesus. Stray dogs around here are crazy. That's actually on one of the top places I want to go either this year or next year. Because the history, there's a lot of history there. What is up with all the dogs? There's a lot of history in that area that I would like to see. Plus, I've seen videos and pictures that I think it just looks amazing there. Anyhow, what was I talking about? I got distracted by those daggone dogs that just came out of nowhere. A bunch of random dogs. Good morning. Yes, discipline and motivation. That's what I was talking about. Discipline is much more important than motivation because motivation, it will die out. You will lose motivation over time. Discipline is doing something that you know you need to do to get a particular result, even if you don't want to do it. You do it because you have to do it. Motivation is doing something that you know you need to do or you want to get done, but only when you feel like doing it. Therefore, discipline is much more important. It's much more important to change your life. And this is something I've picked up in the military. Maybe I've picked up with through some of the people I listen to, because I listen to a lot of people who talk about discipline. But it's something I've tried to get my fiance to listen to. She always wants a particular result. She always wants to do like exercise. She'll get the motivation to do exercise for 2 or 3 days, and then she'll always say, "Oh, this time's different. I'm gonna buy all this equipment and all this stuff," and then she just burns out. She's done within 3 days. She doesn't want to do it anymore. And so I've told her that, hey, just don't buy all this stuff until you know you're going to stick with it. Because motivation, it does die. It does die down. In the military, I remember us during basic training had like a psychologist. He wasn't a psychologist. Well, I think he was. I think he was a sports psychologist, actually, come and talk to us about discipline and motivation. And he would tell us that motivation is great to get you going, but it is not great to keep you going, to keep you pushing forward. The only thing that's going to help with that is being disciplined. You have to do it even if you don't want to. You know, I try to walk every day. Some days I don't get to, but I try to every day, despite not wanting to. There are some days I just do not want to walk. I'd rather just stay at home, lay in bed, or do homework, something other than walking. Because I walk for about an hour, but I still do it because I know I need to for my health. It's one of the things I need to do more of, actually. If I can find the time of the day, I want to start building my discipline up enough to walk an hour in the morning and an hour in the evening. The problem with walking in the evening is I just don't like to walk when it starts to get dark. I don't mind it when it's turning morning time and the sun comes out, but walking at night is not ideal, especially in a country that I'm not from. Yeah, that's basically the gist of what my video is about today, though, is having discipline over motivation. Because when you have discipline, you start to build up your character. You start to change who you are by doing repeated actions that you may or may not like to do. And if you don't like to do them, with discipline, it doesn't matter. You still do them because you know you have to. And discipline can unlock so much freedom in your life because you stick to what you're doing. You don't give up. You know that eventually it's going to pay off. And even if it takes a long time, you still push forward. And that's why discipline can completely change your life. Motivation does not have that potential. Motivation has the potential to get you going, but it does not have the potential to keep you pushing forward, to move past the obstacles. When things get hard, motivation is not always the best thing to depend on. When things take longer than what you would like them to take, motivation is not what's going to keep you moving forward. It's going to be discipline. That's the only way. These dogs. There's a bunch of stray dogs here. I don't even know if some of these are stray. That one doesn't even look like a stray dog. That's something that's very different here than in America, by the way. I got distracted by the dogs, but in America, when we have dogs, we don't leave them outside like that. It's something that I've had to get used to. I ended up getting a dog, and it was a Siberian Husky here, and my fiance and me would just argue about leaving it outside, so I just gave it away to somebody else because I was not going to keep the dog outside. So now we do not have a dog, and if she ever expects to live in America, she's going to have to get used to going to people's places and the animals being inside, or the dogs and the cats, obviously not some of the other animals, but I have to get used to her culture here. If she moves to America, she's going to have to get used to the culture there too. Anyhow, sorry, I got distracted by the dogs. I love dogs. What's that quote? Dog is man's best friend. And I truly believe that. What was I talking about? Oh, squirrel. My brain goes all over the place. Discipline. Ah, yes, discipline. No, but in the military, that is actually something they push hard on. They don't really push as much on motivation. I mean, we talk about it, and they tell us that we have to find motivation to get through certain things, that we're going to need to be motivated to do whatever training we're doing. But the real grit and grind comes from discipline. And when I was in the Army, they made that very, very, very clear. Man, some of those obstacle courses we had to go through, even though it was COVID, it was during COVID, that was wild. Let me tell you, basic training in COVID was much different than what you probably expect basic training to be. But even with that, there was still a lot of training that we had to do that was pretty rough. And the only way we could get through it was not through motivation. Most of us was not motivated. After a certain period of time, we was exhausted. We did not want to do it anymore. But it was the discipline, the way that we had to think, the way we had to change our thinking to be disciplined and to keep carrying on no matter what. And this was especially true with the ruck marches that we did. We had to carry the rucksack, and it had all of our equipment, all the different equipment we needed to use, and obviously carry our weapon and have our uniform on. And we marched for so many miles, depending on how far along the training went. I think the first one was like 5 miles, the second one was 7, and the third one was 10, or it might have been more. I can't remember. But especially during that 10-mile one, the 10-mile ruck march, absolutely had to have, or the last one, which I think was 10 miles, or it might have been 20. It was like 10 miles to the place and 10 miles back, maybe. But that was a brutal march, especially when we had to go up the hill, because it was at Fort Jackson, so a lot of the road was very sandy. So walking up a hill like that, it was for how many ever time, or how much ever miles we had to walk. It was pretty rough, but it was worth it. And that's when most of us realized, well, we should have realized it before then, but for those who didn't, that And it's going to take more motivation to get through that, because at the beginning we were all motivated because they let us rest the day before, and we're like, yeah, we can do this. We're motivated, we're ready to go. We got a day off and sleep and do whatever and prepare. We're good. Everybody was motivated. And then about halfway through the march, nobody was motivated anymore. It was pure discipline. It was the idea that we had to get this done, even though we did not feel like it. But stuff like that, I really like that kind of stuff, because you push yourself past the point that you never realized you would be able to go past. I don't know how else to put that. How would I say that? You push yourself. Well, you guys probably get what I'm trying to say. But they do that in the military during the training like that. They will push you and push you and push you, and you don't realize, most people don't realize how much they can actually take before their body gives in or whatever. Oh God, it's Matt. Yeah, what's up? I'm doing a live here in a beautiful morning of the Philippines. Hope everybody back at home is doing great, back in the USA. I was just talking about discipline and about the sleep. Yeah, I think it's a 12-hour difference, right? What is it there? It's what, 6 or 7 maybe? Or 5, wait, no, it's 5 here. What am I talking about? So it's nice and yeah, 6. Oh, what? You're about to go to sleep at 6 o'clock? Hell yeah. That's my sleep schedule right there. You work early though, I think, right? There's dogs everywhere around here. At least that one's locked up. Yeah, me too. Me too. That's why I had to talk about discipline today. Doing things even when you don't feel like doing them. Whoa! What the hell? A big ass white van just stopped here. I was about to get kidnapped. It's that guy again. With the tree joke. There's so many dogs here, man. Yeah. Anyhow, what was I talking about? I don't even remember. I swear, I think I got ADHD. I really think I have ADHD. Oh, I definitely am. I'm having a wonderful morning. It's a Monday. Monday's the best day. I was talking about being in the military. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, Philippines, of course. It's a great day. Let me tell you, the Philippines is great, though. The people here are so laid back and so chill about everything. I love that about the Philippines. At least in the area that I'm at. I don't live in the city yet. I live in well, Matt, you're from Kentucky, of course. Hell yeah. The place here in the Philippines that I'm at is a lot like Kentucky. There's a lot of mountains. Yes, the province area. I love the province area. But there's a lot of mountains here. Yeah, the only difference is that Kentucky doesn't have beaches. There's no ocean by Kentucky. There's lakes, but here there's oceans. There's mountains. I want to hike the mountains, but my fiance's a little afraid of going in the mountains, so I don't. Hell yeah, it'd be fun as hell to do that. Good morning. There's a lot of wildlife, but mostly dogs. You'll see a lot of dogs here, and chickens. There's a lot of chickens here. Actually, yesterday my fiance's dad made me some chicken. Oh yes, they are. They're always so happy and they're always smiling. It's great. It's absolutely amazing how different life is here than in the USA. Although people in the South in the USA, I was talking about that with my fiance too. In the South, in Kentucky, areas like that, people are really, really nice there too. Very polite people. Oh yeah, USA. Yeah, you're right. I miss it there sometimes, but I don't think I want to go back anytime soon, other than maybe to visit family. I would like to travel more after everything's done that I want to get done here, which is get some property. I want to travel to places like Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, Indonesia, places like that. Ah, finally, the temp is back to normal. Now, see, that's okay for me. I'm happy. I'm happy with that. I like 98. Here, it's, oh God, I don't even know what it is. I've gotten so used to Celsius now. I don't know what it is here. Actually, I don't think it's that hot though. It stays pretty consistent. A consistent temperature here all year, but it's usually in the upper 80s, lower 90s all year, which I absolutely love. And life here is amazing. Oh yes, that's true. That's true. When I walk by the ocean every morning, there's always a little old lady who sits out there, and she's always like, "Good morning, want some coffee?" Yeah, coffee all the time. You're right. When I went to Calibo a few days ago to buy groceries, I bought a shit ton of coffee. I love a good cup of coffee in the morning time, in the afternoon, in the evening. I like the little coffee machines here. You can just pay like I think it's 5 or 10 peso, and it just gives you a cup of coffee. Yeah, that's what it does to my fiance too. She can't drink coffee. Not black coffee. She mixes a bunch of stuff into it, the creamer and the sugar and all that. Me, I just like a nice cup of black coffee. That's it. Oh, what's it? I have no idea what that is actually. Is that the little coffee machines? They got them all over the place here. They're everywhere. I almost bought one. I did buy one actually. Hello, good morning. I bought one a couple months ago, and we had it put out. Oh! Actually, the first breakfast I ever had in Manila was from those. The first breakfast I had, I remember I was going to go to McDonald's because I was staying at a place that was close to McDonald's, and I asked my fiance what this was, because this guy, he was basically riding like a trike. It was not really a trike, but it was a motorcycle, but it had a bunch of little breads inside of it. I said, "Oh, you got to get me. What is this?" And she told me what it was, and I bought a whole bunch of those. The breads are so good. They're really sweet, and it's amazing. View is phenomenal. Yeah, you should see it when I'm close to the ocean. There's no cell phone service when I'm there, though. Otherwise, I would do my live there, but there's no cell phone service at the ocean. Look, we got a 7-Eleven here. That's usually where, if I shop here for food, that's usually where I go. I go to 7-Eleven. Also, actually, I'm glad I thought about that. I bet they're not open yet. Good morning. Hey, where's their restaurant at? My fiance's uncle and aunt have a restaurant they just opened up here. Oh, you'll love it. And it's cheap as hell too. It's so cheap. Oh, they're not open yet. I thought they might be open because their daughter, she goes to school. But this is my uncle and aunt's restaurant. Or my uncle and aunt, my fiance's uncle and aunt is right there. They make a lot of beef dishes, and let me tell you, I love beef. I'm a fat guy. I love my beef. I'm not sure what you mean, but I can say that I ended up being a stereotypical military guy. I ended up with a Filipina. They usually, oh God! Now I will say, my fiance is very, very jealous, and I'm okay with that because I'm not really looking for anyone else. So she has no reason to be jealous, but she's very jealous. I watch a lot of videos about Americans who are with Filipinas, or even Filipinas who talk about it. They always say that Filipinas tend to be pretty jealous. There's a Filipina that I watch on YouTube, and she talks about that a lot. Yes, she would. Yes, she would. Yeah, his wife is my sister. Oh yeah, Matt. Actually, he has a good point. If that's a very good point. If you ever come to the Philippines, make sure that when you're in Manila, have a backpack and buy toilet paper, because I'm telling you right now, especially in areas like this, the province, no place has toilet paper. It's all water. It's all like that. So I have a backpack where and baby wipes. Baby wipes actually are even better. I have a backpack where I keep baby wipes and toilet paper everywhere I go, because you ain't gonna find it anywhere in areas like this. Not even the home. Well, I mean, our home does, but our home's the only home I know that has that. No, not the restaurants, the stores, nothing. Good morning. This is I'm at the market right now. They're not open yet. There's not a lot open, but we always buy beef and pork and chicken and all that here. That's something, Matt, if you come to the Philippines. Oh, thank you. I will definitely do more lives. What time, or what is the most things? Here at these markets, everything's fresh. It's like fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, fresh meat. There's a lot of different fish or seafood. There's a lot of different seafood. Like they'll have beef and cut it like like whatever part of the beef you wanted, they'll have it. Same with the chicken and the pork. There's all kinds of stuff. It's all fresh, like fresh food. It's not like frozen food from the supermarket. Now you can go to the supermarket in Calibo or Iloilo, Manila, or Cebu, or some of the bigger cities in the Philippines. You can go to the supermarket there. Oh, definitely. I was just showing where my fiance's uncle and aunt started a restaurant. They have made some amazing beef and mushrooms, creamy beef and mushroom. It is delicious. I put in a little extra hot sauce on mine, but like sriracha, I bought some sriracha, which I also take with me if I go out to eat because I like my food really spicy. And I put some sriracha on there. Whoo, some good stuff. All right, I am going to get off though. I'm about to head up here to the ocean, and it's going to, or I'll show you, it's going to cut my internet off anyhow because there's no service. But straight up there, you can see the ocean. But I'm going to head off. I'll be back online sometime, hopefully next week, or sometime next week, sometime this week. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, yeah, that's actually my, before I go, my fiance's dad, he does that. He goes out with a bunch of guys, and they go fishing. But, yep, see. Oh, okay, I'll definitely call her. I'll try to call her. Well, I can't say today because it'll be tomorrow for you guys. So I'll call her for you guys this tomorrow. I'll call. But talk to y'all later. Know that you guys are valuable and that you matter. God bless and peace.